Hi, my name is Eric McConnell. I was the retail sales director at Circus World Museum from 1989 to 1999. I've been in the circus business and/or the concession business since 1978, and I'm still in it to this day. I'm going to be today's roaming reporter for Circus World Museum, and I'm reporting from parts unknown, and we're outside because it's such a beautiful day. Today's topic is going to be cotton candy, which is everybody's circus favorite. And cotton candy was invented in 1897 by William Morrison and John Wharton at the 1904 Chicago's World's Fair. They sold about 67,000 units of cotton candy for 25 cents each. 1949, Gold Medal Products produces the first commercial cotton candy machine. And they're the leader in the industry with cotton candy equipment, and probably 98% of all machines that are made by Gold Medal. Cotton candy has two simple ingredients. It's sugar and flosine. Flosine is really just food coloring and food flavoring. And there's probably about 30 different flavors of flosine that you can purchase to mix with sugar. But in the circus world, there's really only two flavors that matter. Blue raspberry, which is what we're gonna make today, and pink vanilla, which is the smell we all associate with cotton candy. I'm going to head inside. I'm going to show you how we make cotton candy, or floss, as we call it in the industry. To make cotton candy, a few things about the machine. There's a head on the machine, and in the head there's heating elements, ribbons, and bands on the inside of this. And what happens is you pour the sugar into the machine. Pour the sugar into the machine. Turn it on. It'll spin. And the heating elements will melt the sugar. And as the sugar is melted, it turns into a liquid, and it's forced out through the bands and through the ribbons on the inside. And as it comes out, as it leaves the machine, it solidifies, and it turns into the cotton candy that we all know what it looks like now. And it will stick to the side of the pan. And then you're gonna go take a cone, and you're gonna pick it up. I'm a firm believer that the only true way to have a cotton candy is to have it on a cone. That's how we're gonna do it today. And in the circus world, probably about 30% of the audience will purchase a cotton candy. So on an audience size of 10,000 people, that's 3,300 units of cotton candy that's gotta be made. A good cotton candy spinner can probably make about 200 to 300 units an hour working off of two machines side by side. But there's a few things that play into this. You've got the humidity is like the worst thing that can happen to anybody who's making cotton candy. It makes it a terrible, disgusting job. The candy's heavy. It's hard to pick up. You get a nice cool day like today is, and it's really easy. Or even better, you're working in if you're in a building that has an ice floor, it's fantastic because the machines don't have to work as hard, and it's cooler. You can make them faster. But you can, for an audience of 10,000, you're going to sell about 3,300 units. Now you think about some of the big circuses we've all gone to in the past, a big shrine date. Well, they might do 20, 30,000 people over a long weekend. That's a lot of candy. You're talking 10,000 units of cotton candy, and only being able to spin 200 or 300 an hour takes a long time to get that done. So most of the larger circuses will have 4, 6, 8 machines and quite a few spinners, and you're bagging it, you're tying it, you're putting it on the cotton candy boards, you're putting it on the rack, and you'll have some extra help to help you do that. But it's a long job, so you got to give the guys who are spinning the candy, you got to give them some credit. So I'm going to show you how we spin. I'm going to make a few, and that's going to be it. What happens with cotton candy in a pan, they make netting that goes around the inside. I'm not a fan of the netting. It kind of gets in the way. It clogs up, especially when the candy is heavy. So what a lot of cotton candy guys will do, they'll wet the pan on the inside. So with it being wet, the cotton candy sticks to it, and you'll get a rough edge around the pan that makes it easier for the next candy to stick to it. It makes it easier to pick it up. So I've already wet the pan. I'm going to turn the motor on. Spins incredibly fast, and we're going to turn the heat on. And I'm working on a machine. It's called a tornado, and it's the Cadillac of the cotton candy machines. It's the fastest. They're temperamental. And hopefully today's a good day to spin. So usually the first candy's not that good because the machine's just getting warmed up. It's coming out grainy. So we're gonna make one, we'll make a few more. The first one won't be that nice, but the ones that follow will be. And people spin different ways. Some people come around, some people come up with the candy. I'll show you both ways on how we do this. If you let the candy sit too long, it's very hard to pick it up. And then it clogs and it messes up the next piece of candy you're gonna do. So it's spinning good today. So what you're doing, locking it onto the cone, I flip it over, and I'm not pressing real hard because I don't want to squish the candy. Not my best, but we'll make another one. I lock it on the cone. I'm constantly spinning the cone. I don't stop spinning the cone. I'm coming around the pan, and I work my way back up. That's a good looking candy. You get $5 for that, can't you? All right, some people will do this. We'll pick it up, lock it on the cone, pick it up, wrap it on the cone, and come back in to finish it off. There we go. And I just blew a fuse. That's how you make cotton candy. That's the easiest thing. That's the easiest way to do it. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you at Circus World Museum soon. Take care.